up, baby.
How's it going? All right, let me get everything pulled up. Hey, Sarah, your little man is so cute.
Hey.
I love seeing his pictures. I'm so glad you're doing this because I miss you so much at work.
I miss you too.
You want to see the baby?
Hey, baby.
Look, they have a baby.
All right.
Look, she's a baby. You see that baby?
Hey there, Brittany.
Hey, say hi.
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 Amanda, it's so good to see you.
Oh, I'm Eamon. I'm a booty. I'm a booty.
Jessica, we missed you at our ladies event at church yesterday.
Yeah.
It was like, I miss Jessica.
What did you guys do?
It was, so we went and just a few people like shared their story of like overcoming. And it was actually really cool because Val spoke too. And she talked about how like they were at rock bottom and all that debt. So that was cool.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it was really cool because I think a lot of people don't like know the story behind her life, like all of that. You know, deployed husband, 2 babies, $200,000 worth of debt, and just made a decision to overcome it. And I'm like, the real deal. So it was kind of cool to hear that. Hi, everyone. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and mute and let Marie and Lauren take it over. Are you guys planning on sticking around for the Dream Team Live Power Hour tonight? I'm telling you, it is the most worth it. Like Melanie Mitro, I know you guys know this. She's #1 in the network, and it's awesome that she reaches all the way out to us to say, here, join us. Let me help you. And she's doing this for us, so that's pretty awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and mute myself and everyone else, not because we don't love you, but it keeps the feedback to a minimum. All right, and Marie and Lauren, I am pulling up your slides now so you guys can get started as soon as it comes up. Can you guys nod? Can you see my screen? You can see it. All right. Okay, let me go to, oh Lord, here we go. All right, so go ahead, and this is week 2. Oh, let me make sure I'm pressing record. Hold on a second, because I do this sometimes where I don't press record. All right, we are good to go. All righty. This is week 2, and they are going to be covering just some announcements, back office reminders, social media, and vital behavior. So you guys can take it away with announcements. Let me figure out how to mute myself when it's like this. Hey, Marie, I don't think we can hear you. Let me make sure.
That would help.
There we go. There we go.
Okay. Everybody probably by now you have a challenge group going with your upline, but just be sure, you know, have some kind of idea about when your next one's going to be. Make sure you're planning ahead so you know what to do if, you know, if a challenger, a potential one messages you or you're inviting them and they want to know when your next one's going to start. Just make sure you have one in mind. And that way, that'll kind of help you with a goal to, you know, where you're aiming for. Success Club incentive, you know, every month when you hit Success Club, Beachbody kind of gives out little prizes. Like, I think September was like a yoga mat. They gave like Shakeology canisters out before that. So there's a little bit of incentive every time. And then, you know, there's the summit every summer. This summer, it will be in New Orleans, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited about it, and if you get Success Club your first 3 months as a coach, you get to go for free. So definitely something to aim for. Just remember your back office. You'll go to teambeachbody.com, and you go to Coach, and then Coach Online Office. You'll find some like training guides on there, different kind of customer lists, any kind of answers to questions about what comes in each challenge pack, what each program is like. So when you have potential challengers asking you these questions, you'll know exactly what to tell them, even if you haven't done the program. There's also different kinds of training resources on there, videos you can watch to answer any questions you have. And then you can also keep up with your customer lists and what your customers have been ordering. And, you know, if you're Emerald, you can see what leads you've gotten and their email and how to get in touch with them. So just make sure you check all that out and get familiar with where everything is. Okay, so social media reminders. Like Lauren was talking about last week, just make sure you're, when you are having these conversations and these connections and invites, make sure you are setting it up more like a coffee shop instead of a shopping mall, just that you're easy to talk to. People, you know, they want to talk about themselves. They don't want to be sold to. So just interact with them, try to form that bond, try to open up and tell them your story, listen to theirs, and just be unapologetically you. You know, if you are a red personality, don't act like you're a blue, you know, because you're going to attract the people that are just like you, and it's better that way, trust me. So give, get. You know, you're going to want to go through your newsfeed. If you expect people to like your statuses, you need to go like theirs. No one is just out of the blue going to go and start liking your stuff, commenting, and acting like, you know, you are just where it's at unless you do that to them first. So just make sure you do that. Consistency is key. If you're not posting, I'm telling you all, no one is going to take you seriously. They're just not. They're not going to be willing to sign up and trust you to guide them through a month of a challenge group if you don't even seem like you're on point yourself. So, you know, that's not to say that you need to act like you have it all together. Share your struggle, you know, show exactly what you're going through every single day. Like today, I point blank told everybody that I've sucked with my nutrition this week. So, you know, just own what you do, but, you know, be consistent with it and show what you're going to do to get out of that. And that kind of goes along with this last thing. People buy into you, not Beachbody. They don't want to be sold to. They don't want you to talk about what awesome products there are and how other people had awesome results. They don't want to see before and after pictures like, you know, from someone you've never even met. They want to hear your story. So 4 vital behaviors. First one, be the product of the product. You're going to want to do the workouts. You're going to want to drink the Shakeology, and you're going to want to show people that you're doing those things. People aren't likely to listen to you and believe you when you say that Shakeology is important with a challenge and that, you know, these workouts are important if you're not even showing that you're doing them yourself. So just be sure to do those things, and they'll respect you a lot more, and they'll trust that you're on the bus with them. 4 vital behaviors. Next one is personal development. Okay, so this is something, when I started, I really did not think that it was a huge deal. But it turned out to be like the most important thing, honestly. Just to make a long story short, I was like 30 pounds heavier before. Like out of the blue, I became a coach. So obviously no one took me seriously. Everybody laughed. Everybody was like thinking it was just some little phase that I was going to just get out of in a couple of weeks. And so it got to me, and I started to think, you know, maybe I don't have what it takes. Like maybe they're right. Maybe I need to just like sit this one out. And I did for like 24 hours, y'all. I like full out messaged Jen, and I was like, this isn't for me. I just don't think I can do this. And anyway, I was in my head. I wasn't doing my personal development. As soon as I started doing that, it really turned everything around, because, you know, it made me realize, number one on here, success doesn't happen fast. Overnight, you're not going to get 30 people lined up asking like, let me join your challenge group. You know, what do I need to sign me up? They're not going to be just jumping all over your posts and liking and commenting. That stuff has to build up. And it goes with that consistency. You have to stay consistent before those things start happening. And it is frustrating, but that personal development is really going to help you get out of your head and let you realize, okay, I can do this. Like, I am no different from other people. I can do exactly what they're doing, and it'll help you out a lot. It'll also teach you that quitting is never an option. You have to fail forward and grow, learn from your mistakes, and you are not failing until you give up. And it'll bridge the gap between where you are now and where you want to be. So, blinders on, stop comparing yourself to others. Goals are uncomfortable. And when you give up on those goals, it might feel better for a second. But, that's only because they're uncomfortable. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's the right thing to do. And like I was saying before, when I gave up my first month, it felt good for like 10 minutes. And then I was like, oh crap, I just completely, missed out on something huge. So anyway, personal development, it turned everything around for me. And I really think it will help all of you out if you really take that seriously and make it like it's just as important as doing your invites and posts. So don't skip out on over that. And you don't have to do it through a book. I don't do mine. I don't have time to read. So you can do audiobooks. You can do podcasts, listen in the car when you get ready, anything like that. And a few good ones are You Are a Badass. What else? Yeah, Girl Boss, The Compound Effect, GoPro. There's a ton. So ask your upline if you aren't sure, and we'll help you find one that works for you. And there's different ones for different things everybody's dealing with. So definitely check those out. And now Lauren's going to take over.
Okay, so on to inviting. Inviting is probably the most uncomfortable thing you'll ever do. It'll make you feel icky, scary, it's hairy, it's all those kinds of things. But really, it's only those kinds of things if you believe that it is. If you tell yourself, look, I'm just talking to somebody, I'm sharing something that changed my life with someone else, then it's less scary, it's less hairy, icky, all that kind of stuff. So you just really have to get into the whole mindset of, I have a gift and I'm offering this to someone else. Whether it's a challenge group, whether it's the coaching opportunity, think about how that was for you. The very first time, this was kind of an exercise we did in the group page today, but it really opened my eyes to when I first got my challenge pack. Like, I was ecstatic, I was anxious, I was overwhelmed, but I was like refreshed, all those weird emotions all together. So you just have to remember how you felt at the very beginning and just kind of convey that to other people. This might be something that they're looking for, even if they didn't know it. That was in my case. But anyways, just make it as simple and as clear as you can, because no one likes to feel like you're hiding something from them, that you're being very gray or vague, or you're trying to, just kind of sucker them into something. So don't overwhelm them. Don't say, okay, this. Don't give them too much information, but don't be like, ooh, I'm going to hide all this stuff until they say yes, because that's not nice either. Nobody likes that. So anyways, the best approach that I have found is really just being very upfront. Number one, as the slide saying, just kind of see if they're interested. And then when you go into more information, break it down and say, there are 3 parts to my groups that I coach. Part 1 is a fitness program. Part 2 is clean eating and Shakeology, the nutrition part. And part 3 is the support and accountability through a group. It's that easy. You can get into specifics later, but if they at least understand what you're inviting them to, that's huge. So try doing 3 parts. But as far as inviting, you have to invite. Even if you're posting all calls and public invitations and things like that, if you don't reach out to someone personally, they're not going to know that they are invited. They may not, number one, they're not going to understand what a challenge group is. They're going to say, what is that? They're not going to be interested. They're going to have no idea. But if you reach out to them, not only are they going to feel good that you thought of them and you want them in your group, they feel wanted, but then they know, hey, number one, I know what this is and that I'm actually invited. So you're going to have to invite. And you can use those resources for scripts or for examples. And if you do use the scripts, don't go word for word verbatim, especially if it's not something you would actually say, because people can see through that. Be very genuine and be yourself, and just reach out to people and kind of invite them to come along with you. As far as recognition goes, make sure you shout out your challengers. If they make it through an entire day without cheating and they follow that meal plan, they do their workout, shout them out. If that's a huge deal for them, let them know that you recognize that and that they're doing great, because that makes you feel good when someone recognizes those things about you. So do that for them. Keep it fresh, keep it motivating, just really reach out to them. You can do that with text. You can do that in your challenge group. Just posting a, hey, way to go, Marie, I saw you logging that workout today and your Shakeology recipe was awesome. You know, just something like that. Or you can send thank you notes. I know sometimes at the end of a challenge, if it was someone that really, really came out of their shell and just conquered the whole thing, I'll send them a $5 Starbucks gift card. It's fun. It's easy. You know, it goes on with a stamp. But anyways, that shows them that they're appreciated and that they did a good job. Let's see. Okay, so your call to action. Work on a list of the things that you have benefited from and gained through this experience. So think about, obviously physically, you know, your transformation, but also think about the friendships that you've built, the courage that you've had just to reach out to somebody, the confidence that you've built, maybe just understanding and clean eating. I mean, even just the smallest things. And share that publicly and kind of plant your seeds. Make those your posts, make those, you know, just things that people can understand what this is doing for you and what they can do for them. But again, be real, be sincere, and be optimistic. So we always want to be positive. We always want to be genuine. If you have to post something negative, make sure you put a positive twist on it. Don't sound like you're whining or venting or complaining. Make sure there's something positive that someone can find in that. And then as far as next week, I guess we'll be talking about the leadership ladder. Okay. So next week, we're going to be talking about how you can get to business starter. And so that's laid out for you in the benchmarks. You're going to want to have, $100 in commissions and SC5. So the way you can do that, you want to have your Shakeology on Home Direct, and you want to be helping at least 3 people in a challenge group with a challenge pack. So that's just the easiest way to set you up for success and get you on that leadership ladder.
Yay, guys, way to like crush through that. I know we were like kind of pressed for time because everyone's wanting to get to the live power hour. So great job, Lauren and Marie. I'm so proud of you both. Like, you're such great leaders, and I thank you so much for taking the lead on this Coach Basics. You are killing it, and I'm so proud. It's great sitting over here listening to you read the call. And guys, I had to run the slides because I don't know how to get someone else to start a Zoom call from my computer. So I was like, I hope I'm not going too fast. And then I couldn't see you because I shared it differently than I usually do. I don't know why I did that. But great job. Do you guys feel like you got some good information on those 4 vital behaviors? So as they said, sometimes as coaches, we sweep those things under the rug. We're like, personal development, not important. I don't really want it inviting. That's uncomfortable. Not going to do that. But I'm telling you, those 4 things, like over time, it becomes comfortable, and it really does pay off in the end. And I know, like, we have Jessica, Lauren, Marie, Holly on this call, and they can back me up on that and let you know that that really is the bread and butter of the business. So this call will be recorded if you need to go back for anything. And tonight, in about 10 minutes, Melanie Mitro is hosting that power hour. She is going to do some awesome call to actions, and the way it'll work is she'll literally talk about something and give you like 10 minutes to do it. Like, so the whole thing is calls to action to help you achieve those goals for the month. And shout out to those of you with some Success Club points. I know Sarah Raskett has some Success Club points on the board, and Brittany had links sent out today for a Shakeology sample. So she's rocking it. Anna Colby, you're doing awesome. Laura's doing awesome. I get her texts all the time. She's working so hard with her challengers, and I'm just so proud of all of you guys. And I hope you know that everything we're teaching you is going to bring you those long-term goals that seems like right now, maybe you look at your coach and you're like, I'm never going to be where she is. But I'm telling you, we all started in the same position you're in right now, and we didn't believe we would be here either. I promise you. And I know it's one of those things that's like, well, that's easy for you to say now. Yeah, it is easy to say now. But at the time, I swear to you, I was like, I don't think I can do this. I quit my first Coach Basics. Like, didn't quit my coach account, but like I left the group and I was like, I can't handle this. And like Marie literally did message me and quit. And I was like about to cry because I was like, she was so good. And then she came back like a day later. So it was okay. But just know that we've all been at square one where you feel clueless and overwhelmed and you're just trying to take it all in. But these 4 vital behaviors at the end of the day are the most important things you should be doing. So let that, if nothing else, just focus on that for now and you're going to be just fine. So thank you for hopping on tonight and giving us your time. Lauren and Marie, again, thank you for leading this call and this group. It's going amazingly well. I'm excited to see how the rest of the month goes. And we'll see you guys shortly for the Power Hour. Make sure you have the link or the invite to that. If not, just talk with your coach and we'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye.